So here's my story. I had just been broken up with. Life was really shitty. I just didn't want to deal with anything. So I went into a slump of depression and anxiety and couldn't really do anything in life. It was a very dark, very sad time. But after a while, I decided that it was time to try and pick myself up, try and make things better, and start moving on with my life. So the first thing I did, the thing I've always done to learn things, is go to YouTube to figure out how to do this. I'd never dealt with this before, so I wanted to dive straight into it and figure out how I could move on from my breakup and get better. The thing that really hurt me was a couple months later seeing my ex with somebody else. This really got me going and really wanted to get me into the self-improvement phase of trying to make myself as best as I possibly can, so that I guess in the back of my mind the hopes is that she would take me back or I would be better than this new guy that she's seeing. I know that's not like the healthiest way to go about that, but the point is that I got onto the self-improvement journey really hard, and I'm sure that's what a lot of young men are going through, and that might be why you're watching this video right now. The problem is I got super into it and was really enjoying all of these YouTube videos and just kept watching it, kept discovering a bunch of really amazing YouTubers. The first couple videos, or I guess the first few weeks of watching videos, just really changed my mind, changed my life, changed my outlook on everything, and changed my mindset towards making my life better and therefore creating a better world for myself and a better life in the future. So I was hooked on these improvement videos. I would watch them every single day, sometimes even watching them for hours. And this is where the problem comes in, is that I was watching all of these self-improvement videos for hours on YouTube, and I thought that this was great. I thought that it was helping me learn and helping me grow to become a better person and to make moves in my life. Now the problem was, and what I didn't realize until a couple months later, is that while you're watching these self-improvement YouTube videos for hours on end, you're just doing the same thing that you were doing when you were sitting on the couch watching TV or playing video games. Instead, you've just changed the content. These self-improvement videos have just become a new procrastination, a new form of entertainment for you to get your mind of what you actually need to be doing. So until you can realize that, and hopefully this video is that realization for you, that sitting on your couch, sitting behind your computer screen, looking at your phone, watching self-improvement videos is not necessarily self-improvement. You've got to go out there and actually do the work. You've got to get off of social media, get off of YouTube, and get back into real life. Because real life is not happening on your screen right now. Real life is not happening in these self-improvement videos. My videos, one of my biggest things is like, stop watching my videos, stop watching YouTube, and go live your own life and listen to yourself. I think that's another problem, where there's so much noise in the world and we get so caught up in all these different opinions that this is the right thing to do, this is what I need to be doing, and this person says this is what I need to do. And the thing is, those things may work for those people, and they clearly have, otherwise they wouldn't be making videos about it. But everyone is so different, but we try and ascribe our lives and make our lives fit into this mold of this game plan that's worked for somebody else. And we keep trying these different things and they keep failing. It's the same as like diets and fad diets, all that kind of stuff, workout plans, meal plans. It's like those things work for those people and they're sharing it because it might work and help a lot of other people out there. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna work for you. But the thing is, people aren't aware enough to see that, okay, wait, I'm different. That means it's not gonna work for me. So they see themselves as a failure. So they're gonna do this one thing and then it doesn't work. So they're gonna move on to the next thing and move on to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And they're just gonna keep building up these levels of guilt, these levels of feeling like a failure. And it's just not gonna help their own self-esteem, their own success, and they're not gonna make any self-improvements in the long run. So what I believe is you should engage in a healthy amount of self-improvement, whether that's watching YouTube videos, reading books, but do it with a very intentional purpose. Like, actually search what the problem you want to solve. Don't get sucked into the sidebar of like falling deeper and deeper and deeper into YouTube, because then you just get sucked into the depths of self-improvement, and that's where you get stuck, and then it's so hard to climb up out of there because it all just feels so overwhelming. So I urge you to, get off of social media, get off of YouTube, learn what you need to learn. Also maybe buy some books. I think that's a much better way of consuming information than YouTube. YouTube is, to some extent, it depends on what you're learning. But then again, it deals with a very specific task that you can tackle. Again, might not work for you, but it's just a much more concentrated approach to tackling a problem that you're solving. There's also a plugin that I use on YouTube that's amazing. This isn't sponsored by them, but it's called Unhook, and it just takes away the sidebar of YouTube. It takes away the home feed, all the suggestions. So it literally is just your subscriptions, and then you have to search for things. So I think that's a much healthier way of using YouTube. Just wanted to put that out there and share that. It's been so amazing for me to stay more conscious and more present, more aware of what I'm actually doing on YouTube and not get lost in the social media algorithms that are so good at controlling our minds. So I just want to come back to the looking for outside and external sources to tell us what to do. Coming back to how much noise there is in the world, everybody's telling us what to do, and so we've lost touch with actually trusting what we know we can do and what we know we should do, but we don't give ourselves the time to actually listen to ourselves, listen to what our body is saying, listen to what our mind is saying, and listen to what our heart is actually saying. Because every time we get a moment of silence, we pick up our phone and scroll through social media. We go onto YouTube and watch self-help videos. We put on the TV. And so all of our thoughts, all of our opinions are being informed by other people. We are not forming our own thoughts and not listening to ourselves. And the thing is, our bodies know what to do. Our minds know what to do. Humans have been around for hundreds of thousands of years. I guess you could even go back to millions of years from just our species evolving. We know what to do. We just have to let ourselves do that and not stand in the way of letting ourselves heal. And I believe the thing that's standing in the way is technology. So cut that out and let's start at the very basics of being in silence. Meditation is great. I don't want to go on about that, but really just being in silence and listening to your own thoughts, listening to your own little voice in your head. We cannot find external solutions to internal problems. We may find sources that help us deal with it, but at the end of the day, unfortunately, it's all on you, and you really need to dig down deep and figure out what the cause of the problem is. All this noise, all these external sources just become a barricade to what's really going on. We disempower ourselves when we follow somebody else's path. Another thing is, when you're watching somebody that's already gone through the struggle, that's already figured it all out, and they're sharing their strategy to the world of how to do this thing, how to solve this problem. They've done that, they've gone through it, it's worked for them. And now you are at the starting point and you're comparing yourself to them. I know I was doing this, but the thing is, they've gone through that whole journey to get there. You can't compare yourself to that person that's at the end goal, that's at the finish line, when you haven't even ran the race yet. The problem is we become so focused on this end goal, this finish line, that we forget what's happening in the present moment. We forget to be in the present moment and deal with what's going on right now, feel what we're really feeling right now. Another thing is that we have to feel it to heal it. We have to go through the emotions, not suppress that, and listen to the emotions to be able to move through it. Just remember that we are constantly growing and we are constantly becoming. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't learn from others that have succeeded before you, but just don't compare yourselves to them because you aren't them. Start defining what success really looks like for you, and then figure out how you can get there by listening to yourself and learning new skills to build your own path, day by day, brick by brick. Don't live in the future, live in the now. All you have is now. I kept worrying about the future and how I was going to get to where I wanted to be, and it was really scary getting through some moments, dealing through this whole process. But I kept reminding myself that all you have to do is deal with the now, and that's even more of a conceptual concept, is dealing with the only thing that exists is literally right now. Whereas my brain is very future focused and always has been very strategic, and I want to achieve my goals, but the only thing that exists now, but I broke it down to the only thing that exists is today. So I just have to get through today, and then if I can reach it to my bed and go to sleep, then it's just a reset, and then I just have to make it to the next day. So just focus on today. That's all you have to worry about. Don't compare yourself to anyone out there that's 200 days in the future, that's 2 years in the future, that's 10 years in the future to where you want to be. By listening to yourself, you might also realize that you don't have to do all these things that everyone else is telling you to do. If you are a super intuitive person and you're really in touch with your thoughts and emotions, then maybe you don't need to meditate as much as other people. Maybe you don't even need to meditate at all. Maybe you just need to express that. Maybe you have zero emotional depth like I had a couple months ago, a year ago, and I had to go through really feeling a lot of pain, and now my emotional range has widened significantly. Everybody's path is different, everybody's journey is different. It depends how you were raised, it depends on your views on the world, all these different things. So even listening to my advice may not work for you. My biggest thing is, as I said, listen to yourself. Take time to listen to yourself and stop listening to the idealized collective dreams and thoughts of society. Okay, so just to wrap up this video and give you like a strategic point of what I believe you should do, and I kind of just told you not to do that, but get off social media, start listening to yourself. If you do choose to engage in content that is self-help, do it intentionally. Read intentionally, watch intentionally, and listen intentionally. See it as more of a study than just a binge watch of content. Don't mindlessly, endlessly watch improvement videos without doing anything. But get up, turn your screens off, and go live in the real world and make those improvements. Actually go self-improve, actually live the principles you learn, and go live in the real world. Boom! Normally I would say check out this next video, but this time I'm again gonna tell you, close YouTube, go journal, go meditate, go for a walk in nature, go run, go do anything else but be on a screen right now. Go visit your family, just go express yourself in the real world. Thank you so much for watching this. I really appreciate you and your attention. Remember that your attention is the most valuable thing in the world right now, so use it wisely. In saying that, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.